Hey guys, welcome to On Track Tuesday, August 24th, from the Crooked River in Eastern Railroad. How is everybody? Scully Kill, John Digger Evans, hi, how are you? Chris from Tennessee River Union, good to see you guys. All right, I think I actually started on time for once. Trying to figure out all this, getting things ready, sort of ready. Let's see. I think I need to adjust this camera a little bit better. More height on it. Stand by. Thought I had it okay. That's a little bit better. Jake Santarelli. What's going on, buddy? Kevin, good to see you from Fort Wayne, Kevin. Hey, Kevin Brown. Kevin Brown, is that you? See you, Bill. Kevin Ferris. What's going on? What's going on? All right. So, let a few guys get in here still. Hang on a minute, talk amongst yourselves. I'm back. I'm back. Okay. So, I've been actually pretty busy working down here. Nothing really modeling wise. We're doing a lot of like bench work stuff. So, trying to get the second level in. And I got it pretty much around the room here on the one side. You can see it behind me there. Can you guys not hear me? Or is that just because I took off for a minute? Hey, Dwight. Art. Hello, sir. How are you? Oh, did I miss anybody? Martin, how are you? Anybody I missed? Hey, Chris, go here, go home. Had fun doing a challenge there with the boxcars. In fact, I actually still have them hooked up. Maybe I'll run them around here again. I still have those hooked up. I see there's a passenger car challenge too, or something I just heard about. It's kind of fun. Lynn McCurdy, how are you? What's up in the desert? It's like a desert up here. It's not as warm as you guys, but it's pretty warm up here today. Steve Curley, how you doing, buddy? Or Steve 87th. PSAP. Dwight Curley, how are you? I'm having one of those days today. Hey, Anthony. Hey, Anthony. Where'd you send out? Good to see you, man. Some nice hoppers you picked up there. Nice southern consist you had with that Norfolk Western locomotive the other day. That was pretty sweet. There's Wilmer. Hey, Wilmer. So that's a lot of you. Well, so a little we call business, if you will. First, we have 5 Tuesdays this month. 5. So next week, I don't know. Maybe I'll announce it that way, Wilmer. Just said we're going to have all 4 of us on next week for the 5th Tuesday. So you have Wilmer, you got Tony, Redbird Tony, Robert the Flying Crow, and you got me again. And you're going to come back to my channel next week. I'm going to be the one to host it. So we'll do it from here. Turn this nonsense off. So you get to come and hang out with me again, and then the rest of the gang next Tuesday. Joe G, what's up, buddy? How you been doing? I haven't talked to you much lately. So you finally got in the house. Oh, that's good. It's good, good, good. Well, I had a plan tonight, and then it's not going to work out because what I ordered did not come in time. And I am not going to tear down the one I already did just to show you guys how to do it. Recently, I picked up these Welders. Earlier in the summer. Welders mainline Amtrak passenger cars. Pretty nice. You guys saw one of my videos where I was adding some people and that in there to the interiors. I was waiting on some lights to come from the Welders. And I got one from one company I ordered from. It's their lighting kit. It goes in. It goes in pretty simple, but it's the usual Welders instructions. It fits all their mainline passenger cars, the 85 footers. So it that one came. I installed it. I had to play with it a little bit to get the contacts to touch right, and so it works pretty good. It wasn't hard, but like I started to say, it's the usual Welders instructions. Hey, Black Relic Central in here. I missed him. Melvin's here. Where you at there, bud? Joe here. Hey, Joe. That's all right, Joe. Usually I'm the one that's a bit late, and I'm hosting a doggone show. River DC 302. How are you? Oh, I think it's I think it was Vinny that was having a passenger car challenge, and I'm not sure. I think once you get challenged and you do yours, I think for his you have to challenge 2 people. He challenged like 6 people or something, but he wants you to challenge 2. I think it's basically you just gotta run a passenger train. No, wait, it wasn't Vinny. That was the passenger train is Peter, the guy that does all the scenery, you know, the builds the layouts and stuff. Peter M. Rail or something like that. He did the passenger challenge. Vinny's challenge is you have to do like a meetup, like consist of locomotives. It could be 2, it could be 4, 3, whatever, and they have to meet. So you have to have like meeting each other while they're running. It's just basically just locomotives, no cars. That's what I just saw today. He did that. He's got that going on. There's Peter that has the other one going, passenger stuff. Anyways, don't get old, man. It's rough. Can't remember anything anymore. So those are fun. I'm gonna start. Yeah, M. Peter. Thank you, Kevin. I don't know why I missed M. Peter. I don't know if that's the second. That's what that is. That's M. Peter the second. Jack did his. Did his what? Steve. Passenger car is M. Peter. Vinny's power move. That's thank you. See, I told you, don't get old, man. Let's go. There's too much on my mind right now. So, anyways, so I got that running. I got that all installed. Like I said, I was going to do a video tonight on installing one of these because the instructions are crap. These are Walther's instructions. But, you know, see if I can get in there and show you that. This camera, sorry guys, I know I like to make you guys nauseous. You guys ought to take some Dramamine before you come in and see my videos. So there's a lights in the car. You know, it comes with the trucks that you need and everything like that. So you have to change out your trucks, and there's those little metal things, and then you have to add these little contact pads in there and stuff. And it works. I mean, it all fits in there, and it does what it's supposed to, without a doubt. However, it's a bit of a challenge the first time you do it because, again, like I said a couple times now, it's their directions, man. The instructions are kind of like anything else. I mean, it takes a minute to kind of dry fit things, and I mean, like anything really, but I just feel like they're kind of crummy at it. But what do I know? Barn full of twains. Twains. I have a wisp. How are you, sir? Kevin, it was not hard to install once I figured out what they were talking about. Yeah, I wish I could. Once you get things in there, you're supposed to glue these contacts in, and so I can't really. To actually show you, I'd have to take it apart, and I don't want to do that. Yes, the cars are. I can show you that. I ain't pull one out I haven't messed with yet. If you haven't tried it yet, you're in for a treat. You're in for a treat. Hey, Tater Man, Jim Tedesco. Hey, what's going on, buddy? Where'd that go? Let me get the car apart. There is a trick to it. You know, the cool thing, guys, you buy these. I thought it was kind of neat, actually. It comes with decals because they're not numbered. These cars are all very generic as far as that goes. So it comes with decals for different numbers for the cars and everything. So I thought that was kind of neat. I'm gonna have to like look up these coaches and stuff and kind of get an idea of what the numbers are. You know what I mean? So take this one out of the box. All right, if I break it, I don't hear no laughing. But you're gonna think you're gonna break this car. Let's see, is this even in here? All right, so they say literally you take it by the ends and you twist it like this. And literally twist it like you're gonna break the damn thing. And you can kind of see, you can't really see it, but you can see where I kind of got it split there. Then you can kind of work it open. Which is literally, if you can see this, literally twisting this car. Almost like you're gonna end up like deforming it. But believe me, the first time I did it, I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna break this car. It's a little tricky. You gotta be a little forceful with it. But then it comes out. When it comes out, all the window glass comes out with it. So that's kind of interesting, I guess. and you're not gonna be able to see this. I don't know how I can do this to make you guys understand what I'm talking about. I probably can't. It's got a cool interior though. It all in screws. Like with the other cars I did, I painted the interior on all those, you know, and just tried to make it look a little bit different. I don't even know if that's what the interior of a Amtrak car looks like the way I painted them, but anyways, just a minute. Girlfriend had to show me the depth, so I'm putting, oh boy. Not cool, man, not cool. That stinks, man. You have something nice and people, you know, they don't care. They just do whatever. Hey, Pappy's in the house too. Hey, how you doing, buddy? Okay, gem cars. Yeah, I mean these were nice. I mean, I wanted to run an Amtrak train. In fact, maybe I will do that challenge. I don't think that M. Peter actually and these go in only one way, guys. So if you look at the glass, that is like a thinner on the end. It's thin, and it's thicker on that end, wider, yes. So when you put it back inside the car, you'll see on this end, it has to go in that certain way, fit over there. Because that end has a glass in the window, and this end has got like a vestibule or something there. What the heck you would call that? And it just snaps right together. Once you get it apart the first time, they're not as hard the next time or two. I think it's just getting that initial breakage. You don't break it really. It's just getting it popped loose. But seriously though, man, I honestly thought I was gonna break it. Then I watched a couple videos of guys on YouTube, and they're like, "No, man, you gotta be like that. You gotta be tough with them." You know. So I guess some of the older ones have more of like clips, like when you still had to like twist it like that, but those clips would be more tend to break. So I didn't really see any clips on these, just a little indent in the top of the window there. But anyways, Brenda Austin, how's it going, buddy? You're still filing in here. That's cool. Got the body to cover. But yeah, when you buy the lighting kit from Ohlers for this, it's number 910220. It's their number, and it fits right in. Inside, I should have the roof off, but inside the roof, they give you a bunch of different screws and everything you need. That lighting strip, like literally screws into the roof. There's screw holes on the top of the roof. Another one. Oh, I don't want to open that again. There. Here's the one I was going to work on tonight because I already have it painted up and the inside and everything and ready to kind of go back together. So, well, maybe next week when we are all around, if I have, if I get that kit. For some reason they got it confused. I ordered from trains.com or something. I've ordered from them before, never had really an issue. But for whatever reason, I had an issue with the post office or whatever, and I finally found it. And now it's, lost in the mail somewhere on its way. We all know how that goes. But if you look inside the roof, you can see there's some sets of holes somewhere. I can't really point to them, but there's like 3 sets of 2 holes. And that's what the light bar screws into. And on the light bar, there's 2 like metal tabs. And you'll run them tabs up under the floor. There's a couple of holes on each side here that they give you these little metal clips that drop down through for the wheel contacts, and then those contacts touch these other metal clips that go up to touch the contacts under the roof. Sounds more complicated than it is, but believe me when I tell you, it seriously took me a minute to figure that all out by the directions. But like I said, typical welder's instructions. Once you do figure them out, it's not terrible. But it's getting it figured out. It's not fun. My son will start. Let me just tell you. I've been busy. I'm going to show you that in a minute. What else is going on in this chat? Back to trains. What were we talking about? Back to trains. I must have missed something in here. If you drop it a couple of times, it'll come apart. Yeah, Martin, it sure as hell will. However, actually, I did not drop it. Yeah, Chris is a jerk, man. Tennessee River Union. He's not. We're good friends, actually. Hung out a couple of times when I've been down to Florida. Anyhow, he's the one that kind of got me into the Amtrak stuff. And he had a passenger stay at an Amtrak station that he wasn't using and donated it to the Crooked River and Eastern. And many dollars later, I have an Amtrak train. Damn it. So it's all right, though. Yeah, it's all right. I'm not a big passenger guy. I have an old set of heavyweights, four of them, I think. I was planning on using it as an excursion train, Baltimore, Ohio. Hey, Artie. Dude, how's it going over there, man? My God, I don't want to get into all that, but man, you were a nice jerk. That's all right. But man, you guys are on fire over there in Australia, man. Or are you in New Zealand? I forget. You got the Aussie thing going on your name there, Aus America. Hey, James Golden. How you doing, buddy? Yeah, I was going to use that as like an excursion. I'd like to pick up like a steamer. We'll see. The one I have is not very good. It's an old, I don't know if it's an AHM or whatever, but it's not very strong. It doesn't want to pull anything. It's kind of annoying. It's the Royal Blue, Baltimore, Ohio. Like I told you guys, I model CSX, but I started out with the B&O and that, the fallen flags. So I have a couple of F7 AB, it would be ABBA that want to run together with the passenger units for an excursion. It'd be kind of cool. Someday when I actually really run trains and not just pretend. Steve wants to know, James, do you have a loop yet? I don't think he does, do you? You Roy Ethan? Eltham? Ethan, Eltham. Roy's the one that got me into the one challenge there. The grain car, I believe it was him. Who won the fight between Vinny and Jackson? What was that about? Sounds like Rick R. says if you do go to his channel and take a look, he put out a challenge for safety cars or trained first responders. All right. Put that back up at the end of the chat when we promote channels, and then yeah, that would be a fun one. I don't think I can even do that one though. I don't have enough. I don't have anything for that. But maybe some guys do. the sun. I don't know. I'm confused. That's not hard to do. Yeah, Vinny did the power move, right? He did that. I saw Roy's power move. Eltham. Eltham. Okay, I got it now. Roy Eltham. Yeah? We're going to pronunciation school today. So, who the hell's texting me? Freaking daughter. What she want? Stop it. Oh, Roy, actually. Randall Ellison. Oh, man, that's sweet. Sorry, guys. He caught one of those BMSF. Damn it. Stop it. Quit texting me. I'm in a text war with my kids. That's pretty cool, Randall. Those are neat, man. I'm not as, if I was a bigger BNSF fan, I'd probably consider getting one of those. I like them, but I'm not going to run. If I'm going to run them, I'm going to run, just normal, whatever units. So. Our street is under construction, so she's texting me to see if the driveway is actually open. It was blocked off earlier. They're tearing out my old street. I'm glad for it. It's just a pain in the neck right now while it's going on. Hey, Darren's in the house. Hey, Darren, what's going on? Steve, yeah, I like the modern stuff, buddy. Although if I did go back and not model modern, I'd still stay in the diesel era. Probably more like, I think it's called the rainbow era with, I don't know smart ass comments either. With, like when Chessie came into play, I guess probably like in maybe the mid 80s or so to the early 90s. Where you still had some C&O, B&O, L&N, Western Maryland. Then you had the Chessie paint as well. So everything was like a rainbow of colors, man. Did you paint the people in your car? I did. Thank you. I lied. They came painted. They were from those cheap ones from China. They came painted, but very poorly painted. So I did actually try to paint them a little bit better. At least the top halves, because you can't see the legs and stuff anyways through the window, and then you kind of have to cut them down to fit them in to the seats properly anyway. So most of these guys don't even have legs. They're just like zombie bodies. So I just instead of them having like purple shirts or like lime green looking shirts and pants and weird colors, I tried to paint them something a little more normal. Thanks, Jim. I like doing that stuff, to be honest with you. And it was kind of gave me a break from building bench work and that kind of thing. Like when I get frustrated with that stuff, I kind of take a step back and do other things. There's plenty to do. I figured out the incline behind the second level. Well, the incline itself is fine. There's nothing wrong with it. It's getting the second level to stay up over there securely. So I did buy a long piece of flat metal today at Home Depot. It's like 1/8 of an inch thick. I'm going to try to kind of bend it like up the wall, out, then up, and then out. It's hard to explain. I don't feel like taking you guys over there really. I guess I could. The incline is supported with L brackets on the wall. Hey, Dwayne Smoking Spoon, how are you? Good to see you, buddy. Hey, some nice pictures there the other day with your layout. on the channel. Yeah, Kevin, I like it too. A nice, a pretty decent magnifying lighted lamp that I use to kind of get in there, and like small brushes, and you know, you buy the cheap ones. Like I said, you get them from China. 100 of them for $10, $15, or I just saw a deal for like 300. But they're weird poses, and I've actually like cut arms and stuff off and like re-glued them on in different positions, like they have a guy holding a steering wheel and stuff like that inside the cars and that. It's just kind of fun. Anyways, back to the incline. So the only way I can do this, man, I have to go over there. It's hard to explain. The only way I can really do this is to I attach the incline to the wall. It's secure with L brackets, and then I took other L brackets from the bottom of the incline and attached them to the benchwork in that area, because I can't really get it to the wall all the way, because then the train won't go by. The train will hit the brackets. So I don't know if any of that makes any sense. So I'm going to try bending that metal. I don't know how well it will work. I got to drill holes on it and stuff too, so I can actually put it up against the wall and drill it in and underneath the bench work itself. If I can't figure anything else out, I may have to put some kind of a rod or two as a post. I really don't want to. My big thing was I didn't want anything in the way to block the view from the second level to the first level. If I go from the second level up, it's still going to be in the way. That's an option too. Let me show you what I've been up to. As far as bench work goes, let me see if I can actually get you to see anything. All right. That's the only bad thing about not using my phone to do this, is it's harder to move this camera around because it's hooked to the computer. I have to stay hooked to the computer. I won't be able to see anything. So I'm trying to get back some. So I have take it down the end of the peninsula. We have a peninsula. And all the plywood's in. And I'm starting to build a divider wall down the middle. I was working on that today. I ran all my UTP panels. I have to add about at least three more on the main level, just for convenience. Because I'm not going, I don't know if I'm ever going to go radio, Wi-Fi, but maybe I will eventually. But I already have a bunch of this stuff, so it's kind of like why do I want to do that? Spend all that extra money on that when I already have it pretty well set up. But yeah, so plywood's all down on this level. And so the track is ran to that point where the passenger car is. And now I'm trying to figure out the radius coming around there. Then I got to go around that way. So that's why this is off-center, because the way that is set up, I need to give myself more room on this side, because that's only like a 10-inch shelf there, and it comes around. So this is going to be a little off-centered that way on this side. However, when we come down to this end of the peninsula, being that it is offset, it's kind of square here, and then it rounds that way, because that's the way the room kicks. I don't know if you guys are seeing most of this. That's the way the room kicks off, so I went like an offset circle instead of it being like a symmetrical circle. So this should be getting me a good 30-inch radius, maybe 30, maybe a little more. So what's going to happen is I'm going to have to start kicking that out, a little bit this way, per the plan now. Let me see if I can get that sort of showing. So per the plan, we're looking like this here. All right. So that's the right side, obviously. And now I gotta, so this would be somehow I gotta figure out the reversing section is gonna come through the wall. But anyways, I don't have to take the reversing loop unless I want to flip around, you know. I just come around, but it's gonna kick off down here. So this side's gonna be narrower at the end of the peninsula, where it's gonna be wider down here. We're gonna have the oil refinery, and I don't know if I'm keeping the junkyard there or not, but I may make this all refinery. This was supposed to be that modern gas station, but that might go over there where all that mess is. I might build a truck stop in general over in that area. And one of the levels anyways. So anyway, so I'm going to be working on this area here coming out. I'm going to take out the yard. So this line here is, that's the climb all the way around the outside. Looks like it's an extra line, but it's actually the climb. Then you have the main line, and then you have the yard lead. So per the plan, it's like a 28 on the main and 26 coming out of the yard. We'll see. I can work it out. I might see if I can go wider, but that's what I got. Show it off to you. Nice couple days. And or last weekend, I guess I was messing with that. Nice. Very splendid track. Hey, thank you. Thanks, Digger. Yeah, I mean, I think it's going to be a really nice layout. I really do. I'm really excited about it. What do we got? So this is where the bridge is. Instead of two bridges, I put them together and made the double track bridge instead of two single tracks. And in here, so this is, you know, what I've already done down through this way, and up here where the swing gate is. This is a little bit different, the configuration, just to make it easier in the room. I made this more, instead of squared, I made it more angled. But then this spur here, this is for my chocolate factory. Can you see that? I don't know if I'm moving on there. Instead of it coming off this way, because I did this at a different angle, I put the spur back here, so it's going to come off on this angle instead. So, I mean, just like anything, there'll be modifications made. You know, we've talked a little bit about this in the past, and we're looking at the second level, be the same way. Just basically on top of the first level. And sorry if that's crooked. But looking forward to it. It's going to be good. Intermodal's down here on the second level. My grain elevators will be over here on the first level. This big grain facility. This was going to be my Crooked River, what do you call it, yard. And we'll see. We'll see how things go. I'm, you know, so my mood is at the time what I'm into. Chocolate factory. Yeah, I'm gonna put in. It's called. We have a place here called Mally's. Mally's Chocolate. It's local Cleveland area people, and I think I've shown pictures before. They have some side. They're not serviced by the railroad, but because I'm on the railroad, I'm going to service it with the railroad, and I'm going to probably use that pellet kit from Walters or something similar. They have these silos, and they're painted pink because that's their colors. I think their colors are like a pink and like that aqua blue kind of looking, green blue color. You like the old 1950s Chevrolets, like a pink Chevrolet, and like a greenish color one. So, anyways, they painted their silos that pink. And on the silos, I have one that says cocoa, one says milk, and one says sugar, up and down vertically on the silo. And I just always thought that was really cool. So That's what I'm going to attempt to do. And then somewhere. You know what? I would actually take the help. I like to do scenery. I'm no master at it. I like to do it. I envy the guys that are, like the Luke Towns of the world, that are just like, and the Kathy Millets, and many other guys and gals. But I just envy their work. It's so it's really art. It really is. I just love trying to make things look real. And I don't do terrible with the skills I have, but again, practice, I guess. Hey, anyone else? Again, some nights switching photos and lost track of time. That's okay. Yeah, like I said, I usually lose track of time and start the show late. That's usually my gig. So, anyhow, I stopped in the corner with the second level because I wanted to get this built and the peninsula and everything built. And good news, I think it's good news anyways. The plywood prices have come down considerably. I just saw plywood was around 30, 31, $32 for what I've been using. So, I mean, the last that I bought was, what was it? It was 69 a sheet. And this is 15/32, half inch, whatever you call it. Right, Dwayne, good night. So, that's good news. Because I'm probably still going to need, I don't know, I'm going to guesstimate 4 sheets maybe. We'll see. But, so I got that going around here. And, sorry. And then back into that corner. Put up some brackets. This is the area I'm having an issue with back here. Let's go over there. I don't know if you guys have any other ideas on it or not, but we'll go check it out. If you look, this is a channel. The climb has to go behind me to get up to the top. The top is over there, and where it comes out of the top. So you can see, because there would have been clearance, and I didn't want to have to cut into. By the time I would have cut into 2x4s and all that kind of stuff on the way up, I wouldn't have had anything to attach to anyhow. So not until you get down almost to the corner here. Like this one's fine. So I could put a bracket here, but this is solid. I got a bracket on this side here. This is nice and solid, so there's no sense of putting one there. This is too low. If I come underneath and put a bracket, I'd have to put like a huge block of wood on top of the black bracket to get any kind of support. Well, hell, then you lose all your headroom in here. You know what I mean? So that'd be down as low as that. So that ain't gonna work. So that's why I bought this. It's 4 foot long. It's like an 1/8 inch thick, I think. 1.5 wide by 1/8 thick flat bar. So I'm thinking if I could possibly bend that, could come up. Probably come down here somewhere. See, with the leg in here, it's nice and sturdy. You know what I mean? There's no issues. If I take that out, it's pretty unsturdy. Because I had to use little L brackets here, screw into the back of that, and underneath here. So you're basically holding the second level up with the climb level. And angle bracket, yeah. I'm reading Roy Container Man. Angle brace. Well, that's what I'm saying. If I could take this flat bar, I'd have to bend it up the wall. I'd have to come underneath in one of these here. I have to come up off of the wall. Underneath here, I have to bend it up again, and then out this way. I don't know if you can see any of that or not. So it'd be like a weird L here, and then like another L there, you know? So it's like a weird Z kind of looking thing. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. And again, worst case, I will just end up doing like I won't do a big post like that. I'll do maybe some kind of threaded rod or something, but you know, then you're ruining the view of my bridge scene. But I really do need something in this general area because it's about midpoint. I got a nice solid bracket down there. I was able to get away with like a 1/2 inch piece of ply underneath there to make up the difference. So that down there is pretty secure. It's once you get to this side, I'm gonna need something here in the middle. So that's where I'm at. And go cut a rib out that goes under your upper ramp. Sorry, I'm trying to put my legs on this thing now. 3 L brackets together make a Z. Oh, she's now way up in the air. I suck at this camera thing, guys. I gotta tell you. You haven't noticed by now. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, but I gotta get the right size though. I mean, you can't just willy-nilly it, man. I gotta get something long enough to come out past the shelf, and I have to get it up to the top and then get it out. You know, plus I have to get something that comes down the wall to support the backside of it. I don't know, trying to make something out of wood, but I don't know. I'm gonna try to flat bar. Problem with me is I don't have the tools really to do what I need for this. So I don't have a vise, so I just have to go shopping to buy a vise. And I think I do have like a metal. I have a hacksaw. I have a sawzall I could use. I don't really have anything else to cut. Maybe I'll buy a grinder. Like Harbor Freight has grinders like pretty cheap, $30 or something. And I'm sure they got a table vise or something I could, you know, pick up fairly inexpensively. So that's what I've been up to. Been busy, trying to make some progress here. I want to get these trains running. I mean, really running, not just like I've been doing. You know, kind of what this background was. Don't get me wrong, I'm grateful to be able to do what I've been doing so far. It's been fun to be able to compete in these challenges and that. These challenges really came out big. You know, when I tore the layout down, it was before the showstopper and everything was a thing. You know, that was at the end of no, it wasn't. It was the end of 2020. I lied. Either way. No, it wasn't. I didn't have a layout when a lot of these were going on. I was able to throw up some old videos, but I wasn't able to really do any real challenges. So it's been fun. Nonetheless, it's been fun. So hopefully you guys have been enjoying. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying what I've been putting out. I've been enjoying doing it. I've been enjoying all you guys' stuff, honestly. I get so many ideas from seeing other people's layouts and stuff like that, even more so than, you know, my own stuff. I enjoy seeing how you guys go. Things like 100 feet in the air. Anyways, I'm double playing with it. 6-penny double-headed nails, nailed into a 2x4. The English you need. Vice grips bend away. Brake doesn't cost much from Harbor Freight. So you mean, are you saying like make a jig kind of out of the wood so I know what Put the pen to that? Is that what you mean? Tannerman? I thought about that too. Making some sort of jig. Answers to the challenges of the great. Oh, thanks, Peppy. So of yours. You did a nice job on the hopper challenge. Let's see if you did any others. I try to keep up, but so many channels out there. Yeah, Roy's been doing some good ones too. Elfin, not how to pronounce your name. Hopefully it's right. Really? Hey, Ian, right? Yeah, there's something there. He did. He's one of the ones that, I don't know if he actually challenged me to the hopper one, or he told me that somebody had challenged me. I hadn't heard yet. But he did a real nice hopper challenge. You can buy a metal brake from Harbor Freight or nails into a 2x4, then use a vice grip to spin the metal around the nest. Gotcha. Well, that's what I was thinking about doing with a vise. Putting it in a vise and bending it at the vise. Roy. Maybe be storm for keeping you busy. Yeah, how are all you guys up on the East Coast doing over that way? Did it hit? I haven't seen the news. I just know there's a storm coming up that way. Was it as bad as they said it was, or is it still going on? Sorry for not knowing. I hope everybody's okay. Not too much damage or nothing. Well, it was 10:08 already. Jesus. New Jersey has some outages every job. Can't remember what I click on something. There's one. The job I did was 80-foot uprooted oaks. Oh boy. That's something I always worry about. I got probably a good 50, 60 footer anyways. Maybe it might be 80 foot oak in my front yard. I got a big maple in the backyard. Every time I get a big windstorm or whatever, I get nervous. Gets me nervous. I love the shade, but they're both dirty trees, man. Dirty trees. All right, I don't know if I'm gonna run this train is what I was gonna do. This is just a boxcar train I had up the other day with the Canadian Nationals. So I'll run that around. Got started all the way up the climb. Well, I looked all over. I could not find my holders for my controller. I looked everywhere. I found them finally, but they weren't where I thought I had them. Where I put them originally. Which they were, but I didn't remember putting them there. I forgot to remember, as I like to say. My thing. Let me do this so you can see a better view of the train coming. Yeah. It's actually underneath the climb right now. Underneath the second level on the climb. There it is. So I'm not sure how I'm going to hide all that. I'm not even worried about hiding all that. You know what I mean? Just gotta go with it. There's a box car I did. Oh no. Let me see that or not. Oh, you saw that. Derail. But anyways, there's the box card then. Some graffiti on it. My daughter's name. Not spelled the same, but either way. The E-rail. Would never happen if it wasn't video. I go trying to show off, man. There I go showing off. Should try it. Got to flip the switch. Dummy. Anyhow. Awesome bio, how are you? You see in box car. Well, it didn't go very far, Chris. It didn't go very far. Yeah, fire back up. Oh yeah, that's what I got, man. It's a wasn't what I really wanted to do tonight. I mean, I always like showing you guys my progress and that, and hopefully I don't bore you to death too bad. But I really wanted to do that. What do you call it, man? Behave yourself. Damn Canadian. Canucks. Always misbehaving. The heck? Yes. You and Mark misbehaving. But how many industries? I will have, let's see. Per the plan, now whether that stays or not, come around the mountain. Let's see, I had asphalt, sand, and cement is all going to be one big industry, I think. Some kind of tank facility, whether it be a refinery or not, I'm not 100% sure. I do like the look of that refinery that Joe Rader has built. I do also hear that those refineries are planning enough to build. All those refineries. But salvage company, which would be a scrapyard, maybe an aluminum recycling place, something along those lines. A chocolate factory. Might do like a propane place. Those are scheduled for first level, I believe. Second level, the grain elevator and the intermodal yard are going to be the big industries. Probably a background building where I'm going to do some type of refrigeration, cold storage place. Maybe the Centennial Mills and flour building, the background building, somewhere else for the grain hoppers and that to go to. I don't know. I'll just do like an industrial park where there's not really much going on with the railroad, maybe just a couple buildings that are served by the railroad, but the rest of it would be served by truck. I want to do more like roads and stuff this time where I can have That's something to be a pain in the ass over there. That's it. One more reason I want to get a loop of track up and running this way. You can just let things run around and test them better. Anyways, we got 8 o'clock here, and I'll wind this down. Set this chain up a little bit. Goes the way around, so it's not on the lift gate. It'll actually. No wonder. Yeah, I know. Well, when you can't really run a loop, kind of why I have one at one end and one at the other. And that was another one. I think I'm having an issue with that lift gate over there. So, oh well. So much for the foam. Always one in the crowd. Gotta ruin all the fun. But yeah, I gotta do some of that gate. Coming across on the other side of the gate, things have shifted a little bit, I think. So I think I need to relay that track. So that's all right. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? One of the good things by not having anything really up and running fully, because it gives me some time to make sure things don't settle, and or if they do settle, I can fix them. So the gate works great. I think it's the way I cut the track. I think I made too big of a gap. It's lined up. It's just too big of a gap there. You'd use more of a saw or something, or a thinner cutting wheel. Yeah, maybe some even in hoeing. I don't know, but it's all good. We'll get it figured out. We'll get it fixed. We're just getting started. Well, I'm over there cussing out my trains that keep derailing. That's true, Ian. Could be some of that going on too. You know, I store the lumber out in the garage, do all my cutting out in the garage, and it's been humid and stuff like that. So I know when I brought these tabletops in the other day, it was they were literally curled. It was crazy, man. I had to clamp them down just to get the screws in. And it's flattened out once I screwed it down, of course, but then you could tell it was just humid out there. I had them standing on end, not up and down, but on the 4-foot end. With an 8-foot long end up that way, I'm laying out against the wall. Yeah, like I said, we keep the house is temperature controlled. Like we've had the air on, so the basement stays pretty cold in the summer with the air on, and then even with the heat on in the winter, it stays, Sometimes I have to use a space heater when I'm sitting there working on things. Keep my legs warm. Being a concrete floor, even with shoes on it, it's still cold. All right, guys, I'm going to cut out of here. Thanks for coming in, watching, hanging out with me, listening to me ramble and mumble. but I always enjoy it. Appreciate you guys coming in and hanging out. Remember, next week, same time, 7 p.m. Eastern. It'll be the 5th week, so it's going to be hosted by me here on this channel, but it's going to be all of us. Wilmer at Indian Valley, Tony, Ripper Tony, 2010, again, and then Robert at the Flying Crow. So he'll be in too. So it'll be all 4 of us. That should be a good time. Hopefully there's a little more content than this, but maybe I'll have a little more done too. There's this wall being up and stuff like that. So, and yeah, it did go quickly. It was a quick hour, man. Always was fast. You know, if I didn't work in the morning, I usually go to bed by like 9. So I need to get things wrapped up so I can, what do you call it? Get ready for bed. I start at 5:30 in the morning, so I'm up by 4 usually, 4:15. Measurements keep shrinking too. All right, guys. That's gonna do it. I will talk to you guys later. For those interested on Thursday morning, remember it's early for you early birds. 7:30 on Thursday mornings. I do my CRE morning brew. If you guys want to join in on that? We've been having a lot of fun. Nothing. It's just kind of a random. Come here. Just talking about random things. We try to keep it train related. We got a little off subject there last week with things, but I'd rather keep it train related. As we all are in common, and it kind of binds us together. I think a lot of us are of the same thinking, but not always, which makes it a good group too, because we don't all think the same way. But we all love trains, and we all have model trains, so there you go. Yeah, Kevin, I didn't really rush if we're talking about the lift gate and that kind of stuff. I don't know why that derailed over here. I think it's because I didn't flip the switch. The tortoises aren't in over here yet. I think I made a mistake when I cut the rail, so maybe I rushed that part. But I'll get it fixed. I'm not gonna. The old layout, man, it drove me nuts with little shit like this. So I'm not gonna go through that again. Now, not anymore necessary. Let's put it that way. All right. I will talk to you guys, and maybe Thursday morning if you guys are up and want to join in. Come on in. If not, I'll see you next Tuesday. So be safe out there. Have a good week. Have a good weekend. And talk to you then. Bye for now.